Welcome to the CFG GameCast episode number 7, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode on Saturdays and release the podcast services like Apple and Google Podcast, Stitcher Radio, and Podbean. So show us some love and follow us on our Twitch channels to not miss an episode. I'm Davis Green with CFG Games, and with me today are a group of fellow gamers. We got on the second seat a special guest. We got Super Franky back with his crazy gaming and unboxing and stuff. You should definitely check his stuff out. Super Franky mostly, but he usually streams on CFG Games most of the times, if anything. So how's it going, buddy?
Going good. Good. Tired. Been playing many hours of Sekiro.
Are you done yet? Aren't you close? I thought you said you were close.
Yes, I'm in the last ending game of the area. I'm just trying to 100% do every side quest I can. I lost count of the hours. I think I'm somewhere in the 60s. But
good God, are you you platinuming it?
So good.
You're platinuming it.
I don't think I'm gonna platinum it. I don't know what. I'm not a trophy guy. I'll say that right now. I'm not big into trophies. So if I happen to get the platinum, just by playing, that's a different thing.
Are there is there a secret boss?
There are a couple secret bosses. There's actually some bosses you cannot play if you go one path of one ending. That's sort of stupid. About maybe 30 hours into the game, there's a decision you can make. I'm not going to go into details. I don't want to spoil anything. Mm-hmm. But if you choose one decision, it ends the game early, but you get to fight 2 new bosses. And the other way lets you go to 2 new areas and play the rest of the game. Huh, so stuff like that makes you have to do New Game Plus and all that. So I'll probably end up playing more, but I want to try to beat it. Okay, well go for it. I know you're almost there, so I'm rooting for you.
Okay, and I have the 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What up, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you, my friend?
I am good. I'm kind of tired, but I am good. I am good for the most part, though. So,
same.
Yeah, I saw your stream last night. You've been drinking like a storm. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, we got a little crazy last night. I'm definitely feeling it today. I do not bounce back like I used to, but I got some flavored water, and I should be all right. Ate a little bit of junk food, so
it's a comfort.
What flavor water?
What's that?
What flavor water?
It is raspberry blackberry.
I've never heard of that one.
Tasty. Yeah, no, they got all kinds, dude. I dig those the flavored waters. They're legit.
Okay, sounds good, man. So, but anyways, let's get to it. I know we got a lot of cool stuff going ahead of us this time around, so let's get down to it. Each of us, basically the format of the show is that each of us picks a new topic of discussion within video games from the previous week. The topic could be about a specific game or something that happened in the gaming industry. We don't want to talk about our own topics, though. We want a topic from the listeners or viewers like you. So if you are watching on Twitch, there's a special room that we made just for you. Go to the top where it says CFG GameCast Topics and put a topic in there, whatever topic you want, and we may choose your topic on our episode at the end of the show. So, you know what? Since it's been a bit, I'd say we should let Smitty start it off since you're streaming today on your channel. So
yeah, let's do it.
All right,
you guys know I've been talking about this a little bit. I know a lot of people are excited about it. But we finally got another trailer for Final Fantasy VII, the remake, and I am freaking geeked to do it. I was telling Davis before, I never, on the original run, I never got to finish the game. My brother ended up deleting my save. They were the block storage. He had deleted my saves. I never had it in me to go back and try to finish it again. I was like, that was too much. It was devastated. I was devastated.
No offense though,
and
no offense in any way, but your brother's a freaking jerk. Completely
He's a dick.
jerk.
He's a dick. Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. So that was brutal. But just seeing this and getting a chance, they're going back in and they're remaking, you know what I mean? They're going back and remaking the stuff, which I think is freaking, I think that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The graphics of it look good. It's clean. They're going to be adding new things to it and whatnot as well. So I don't know, man. I'm really excited about it.
Do you prefer the route they're going on gameplay though? Like, do you like how they're pretty much using like an advanced version of the Final Fantasy 15 engine over a traditional turn-based?
Okay, to be honest with you,
didn't mind that.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
I actually enjoyed that. Like, you know what I mean?
Like
it kept the pacing up. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm just saying,
here's
you don't think that's
here's the difference.
So different.
But like the biggest difference I have with that is that if 7 goes the same way how 15 if they use, I mean, if 7's using 15's engine, of going in, I hope that they allow you to control all your characters still regardless.
They've already shown in the new trailer they show you playing Barrett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think originally you weren't going to. I think originally when they were showing it off, they were showing it only as Cloud, but I could be wrong. But the new trailer definitely shows someone controlling Barrett. So that's
awesome. No, I did. I read up a little bit too, and they did say something about being able to control the other character.
Yeah, because
that makes sense.
I need to be like Tifa 24/7.
You want to be Tifa,
right?
Oh man, Tifa, yeah.
Or you could be Anne
or Vincent.
I think.
Tifa, Vincent. I want to let you take out Cloud.
Oh god. Okay, well,
this looks clean, man. It looks clean.
It looks good.
Okay, I will say the game looks beautiful. And then from me, but most people, in my opinions, and first off, most people with my opinions in general get kind of pissed off at me. But I have to say that 7, it's not one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Ooh. It's not even really up in my top 5, to be honest with you.
I agree.
But, I know. It's a bad. It's a bad opinion on towards it to me. But like overall, I'm saying that like I will still play it. I will still I will always play I will try playing the game again, and hopefully there are things that they could improve on. Like I guess the big one is like are they going to rewrite some of that story? Because like if you're going to be like in Midgard, if they're going to be in Midgard for as long as they're going as you had to be in the original one, I will be like, okay, I'm going to be lax and just casually play this game because I don't know.
It's going to be a lot longer. I mean, they already confirmed it's episodic, and each one is supposed to be the length of like a normal RPG. So we're looking at, if everything goes right, I'm going to guess anywhere from 30 to 60 hours. Each segment.
But see, here's the thing: that's very subjective when they say that. That's when they say when they say
if you do extra shit.
Yeah, but when they say they say stuff like an extra RPG, like it's going to be as long as an extra RPG. It's like, what is the classification of what is the length of an extra RPG of the length of an RPG? Because technically, you could say that the game is it longer than 15 hours? We don't know. I mean, or
I think
is
maybe
it 10
in comparison
hours?
to the original 7, because original 7, if you just played the game naturally and didn't grind, it was probably like a 30 to 40 hour game, right? 7, 30 to 40 hours.
I don't remember.
I think.
It's been too long.
Yeah, it was like 30 to 40 hours for that game to beat it, and that would be just
differently back then.
That wasn't if you weren't grinding to like level 99.
And it was turn-based. Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it is, but I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it looks fantastic. I'm sure it'll be a great game.
The game looks beautiful.
But I agree. 7's not the best by any means. Okay, so I'm like you. Like I'm also the person who doesn't say 7's the best, and people are like, what? It has that same effect as Ocarina of Time does for Nintendo 64, where it revolutionized the series, going in like we're going from like 2D sprites to like 3D or pre-rendered and new music, and it blew people's minds, just the big change. But in retrospect, when you think of like other games in the series, it's not better.
Yeah, I mean,
personally,
don't get me wrong. I mean, I think everyone has in their their full interest that they need to be hyped about this game. I mean, this game has been coming out. This thing was announced 4 years ago. This was announced on the second PlayStation experience when when it was here. So the bigger and the thing that also kind of that you also can easily usually can easily forget is that this already had already a bumpy start. They didn't even know who was the lead director when the game first came out, and they officially said we're going back to scratch. We're going back to the boards last year.
They left Cyberpunk.
So there's multiple questions. The games from what we saw just this week on the state of play on PlayStation 3 makes you kind of more hyped on it again. But then you have to question yourself, how long is it going to take for them to finish this game? Or
I think who knows? I think it's soon. I think it's fairly soon because of the fact that Square Enix is pushing forward on their E3 presence. Like they took Sony's time slot for their press event. They're coming in big and hard. I think that no innuendo there, but I think that they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have something big. If it's not announced for late this year, I'm guessing early next year.
Yeah, but that's just the first episode. I'm talking about all of them. Like when this game is 100% complete.
I think it'll be a yearly thing. I think it'll be like once a year they'll release this thing. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna be a short. It's not gonna be like a 10-hour. Small experience or something. I think it's going to be long.
First off, Square doesn't give me anything to believe for me to say that they're going to actually go the long way on this because look at it this way, they changed their battle system to a non-turn based, so basically they're kind of killing off the traditional like RPG element that game. That game brought. So they don't want to do turn based anymore. So I don't know in my eyes, like what they could probably say that they're wanting to be they want this to be more fast paced, and then you know what, that's perfectly fine. But I just don't trust them when they say, oh, this is going to be as long as each episode is going to be as long as an RPG. It's like, well, one person can say that length could be 20 hours, and then another person can say that length could be 10 hours. So where's the medium, you know? So I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna play it, but I am not like edge over my seats excited about this game quite yet. But that's just me being cynical. What about you?
Yeah, what about you, Smith? I totally get that. No, I totally get that too, and just to see what route they're gonna go. Are going from some of those traditional RPG elements, but again, like for me, that it felt good playing that in 15. Like I didn't have a problem. It those mechanics working that way and whatnot, and it felt like it ran pretty smoothly. Again, I think there's a lot of Final Fantasies that I need to personally, so I'm totally biased. I have no reason why. Can I you know what I mean? Like 7's just the one that's always stood out to me. Like I never played 9. I never played 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I know.
To me, it's all about 9 and 5. 9 and 5 are my two favorite.
Yeah. 9 and 5 are your two favorites?
9 and 5, man. I could live on those games. Those are my favorite ones.
I will say 9. Yeah, 9's definitely up there.
Masterpiece.
Okay.
I mean, but 7 definitely has a place in everyone's heart because 7. I mean, the one thing that you got to give 7 is that it definitely changed the interest of RPGs for everybody. Because I mean, even people who didn't play RPGs played that one.
It's most people's first RPGs.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people's first real RPG.
Very important. It's a very important. It's a very important game. So yeah, I will. I'm not going to deny
I played hours of that game. I mean, I beat that game multiple times. It was the type of game where I beat it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to. And then I'm gonna, make new materia and these combinations, and it was a fun game. I did enjoy it.
I mean, don't forget about 10. 10's definitely. I think I like 10 more than I liked 7 too. So like I'm hyped. I may sound very cynical on it. I am hyped, but I want to try it again because, like, hey, and Franky can contest. I hate Zelda, but I still play Zelda. I still play the Zelda games just to say, hey, I tried out. Yeah, I hate Zelda, dude. Like,
you hate Zelda?
Yeah.
Why? Who hates Zelda?
Me.
What are you talking about?
The only Zelda that I liked was A Link to the Past, and I still think The Link to the Past is still the best one overall. But like,
what?
Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do.
You don't like the Game Boy or like even like Minish Cap, because Minish Cap is very similar to like Link to the Past.
I didn't play the handheld games. The only
That's why you'd probably enjoy those just because they're very similar to Link to the Past.
No, I just don't. I would rather play like The only one I did play on handheld was Seasons and Ages, but I don't count those because those were made by Capcom. So yeah, well, those are not really still side stories.
It's not like all the games are made by Miyamoto or anything.
No, but it's still not their basis of their game. I mean, would you play a Mario game? Would you call a Mario game if Konami made it?
I still consider Mario Rabbids. I consider like a.
Nah, I'm good, dude. That's a whole different.
Really weird. That's a really weird one.
That's a whole different topic, man. But yeah. So hopefully, I hope it's going to be at E3. They said they're going to get more information in June, I believe. So it has to be E3 for more information on Final Fantasy VII. So
they'll probably have it playable, like the very first area, where you fight that robot, where you have to stop and not fight him for a while, in the reactor and stuff, the Mako reactor. I'm sure they'll have a demo playable of that whole scenario. I cannot not see that being a thing there.
Yeah. So. If I get a chance to, I will definitely swing by the Square Enix booth and see how that is. But yeah, that sounds pretty tight. I know you're hyped. Smitty. You're gonna be
cool. Yeah, absolutely.
You gonna be streaming that? Frustrations.
No, I absolutely will be streaming that, dude. I'll stream the shit out of that, dude.
Oh yeah, very nice. Okay, cool, yeah. cool one, Smitty. Franky, what was your topic?
All right. Well, a couple weeks ago. I believe it's Paramount Pictures, right? Announced the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Mm-hmm. Your favorite
Everyone
movie?
saw that trailer. I'm sure most of you out there have seen the trailer. Have you both seen the trailer?
I have seen the trailer.
Yep.
Okay. A lot of people did not like the trailer. Mm-hmm. Personally, I'm not expecting it to be a one-on-one perfect adaptation of the Sonic the Hedgehog games.
No one does.
No one does. I thought it was entertaining strictly because of Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. It's a very 90s Jim Carrey. So I'm cool with the movie. Yes, Sonic looks weird. No one's going to disagrry on that. He looks strange. And he has human teeth and he's awkward. And it's very strange. He's awkward.
Yes.
And most people agree. And most of the internet agreed to the point where the director, Jeff Flower, not Flower, sorry, Follier. Jeff Follier.
Follier.
Said on Twitter. Follier. He said on Twitter, and I quote, "The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be." So they're actually going to go out of their way after releasing trailers, after releasing, store displays and movie posters. They're going to redesign Sonic. Now, I don't think we're going to see a huge overhaul. I think we're going to see mainly the face and maybe some body proportions. But to think that, what the movie comes out in 5.5 months, they're going to go back and do all this extra work now just because the internet.
I mean,
so
right.
And it's a lot of work. And so I don't think it's too much work, because they as long as they don't change his overall proportions and height, they don't have to redo any type of actual recording or anything. They don't have to redo anything with the actors. They just have to change his face around. And I'm sure that's something that can be done once and it works throughout the movie. I could be wrong. I'm not a graphic designer, but
right.
What do you guys think?
Well, it's funny for me. I'm kind of when I hear when they do things like this, when the internet kind of puts their voice of the opinion,
bullies people.
Yeah, I'm usually not for that. Although I will say this: the way that they voiced their opinion on how Sonic looked, comparatively to what we've seen in the past, has been a lot more tamer than what we've normally seen. So for the most part, it was actually kind of it was constructive. It was more constructive than I would have ever given anything credit for. So I will say that the comment wise, it wasn't as bad because, like I said, I'm not usually for bullying to force people to change because it's not their expectations of what their character should be like. But this was it's just that this Sonic was so bad. I mean, how the look of it was
Why? What made them think?
was
should look like that.
It was kind of like they made a design flaw for this character, and they said like, okay, or better yet, the director had a vision to do his version of Sonic or his storyline of Sonic. Yeah, who knows, man? but it's just so bad. And then people were saying like, saying their things showing like, wow, like why are y'all changing him that bad, that off? So I'm kind of glad that they're going to do it, but the real question is I don't know, man. 5 months is kind of short. I mean, Smitty, you've done. I mean, you know the movie process. 5 months is like
they're gonna get
a miracle if you can get that going, right?
Crunch time, man.
Well, not only that, but we're talking about now. These are visual graphic artists. They're going to be having to do this, so they're going to be grinding them out. You know what I mean? Up in so they're not getting any. It sucks. It sucks that they're going to have to go back and do that because that is a lot of work. Because I mean, Sonic's going to be throughout the entirety of the film, so you're going. And I don't know, what programs they're using, or maybe they have a way of having it apply across. But I mean, if you have to go in and do it, you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be a frame by frame deal, but
I think it's going to be mainly the model, and the model gets pushed in there. But that's still a lot of work, and then they have to watch the whole movie slowly to make sure there's no weird, like, oh wait, this model's mouth doesn't move properly in the scene. We have to re-alter it and stuff like that. They're definitely gonna have to do stuff like that.
Right.
Also, what kind of budget did this film have?
I'll check the budget for you right now.
Right?
Let's see.
Yeah, because we're talking Jim Carrey's in there. Jim Carrey's making still, I mean,
a lot of money.
At the top of the
list. The budget is $90 million.
That's a lot, dude. Yeah.
90 million? That's
90 million.
Not only that though, it's like, I mean, Jim Carrey's the name, but also James Marsden, dude. Like he's the second.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
he's just Cyclops.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a name. I mean, like he's still a familiar name into a tag on it. And
so my
and
thing
then they
is,
have what's his name from Parks and Rec doing Sonic.
Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, Ben Schwartz is from Parks and Rec as Sonic.
Oh, okay. I mean, my thing is though, if you're gonna invest that much money into a film, how do you mess up the main character? Just how he looked. I mean, I'm sorry. I've seen the cartoons. I've seen the game. Huh? They didn't talk to Sega?
I don't think so, because like the original Sonic Team themselves said, whoa, that's not what we were doing at all. They were like, and the movie's already like near completion, and then the more recently, 2 weeks ago, they're like, wait a second, we don't like that. And I'm like, did you guys not talk to, I don't know, the creator of Sonic?
Oh, but come on, though. Like I said, first off, do you really need to talk to Sega at that point? Like, I mean, Sonic has had an iconic look for years, man. It's no excuse on that. There's absolutely no excuse.
Isn't like too drastic. He's just less pudgy and a little taller, but he still looks like Sonic.
Yeah, but no. Like, so like the whole problem is that like of course communication's always like it's always lost when they make these gaming movies because most of the times it's like creative. They decide to do their own creative idea of what the movie can be. Hence, Super Mario Brothers, or better, what's even worse yet, Double Dragon, if you remember that. But like,
by the way, fantastic.
Yeah, the fantastic movie was because whatever. But so like, I mean, when you do those kind of movies, it's like who decided to do the plot of some of these things, and like who decided to say why did this character look like this, or why did the world be like a dystopian dinosaur future kind of deal? Yeah. It's like it was clearly that they weren't. I mean, it was clear as day that they didn't talk to Sega. They just said, "Hey, we want the rights of Sonic. We want to create the look of the feature film of him. Let us take care of it. You do you, Sega, and then that's it." Yeah. And
So the things I'm wondering is what's going to be the things I'm thinking that's going to be affected by this is going to be a lot more of their marketing stuff. And like, what about like toys? Because there's got to be toys for the holiday for kids.
I doubt that.
There's no way in hell there's not going to be toys at Walmart and whatnot.
I doubt
for
that.
This movie.
No, because dude, like $90 million is kind of like nowadays. $90 million is not that much. Relatively.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a kid's thing. Like, there's Detective Pikachu toys. Why would there not be Sonic the Hedgehog movie toys?
Okay, you can't compare. You can't compare Nintendo's IPs towards that. Yeah, because I mean, like you already know Nintendo's going to have their
toys. There's Secret World of Pet Toys. There's Minion toys. Every like CG movie. Yeah, and this is a kid's CG movie near the holidays. There's no way there's not going to be a toy line of some sort.
Oh God.
You go to the store, toy store. There's Sonic toys.
Oh, there are, but
They're
it's
just
not
not
Sega.
movie-based
Yeah,
toys.
but I bet you money that they won't have a toy line for this. There's no
Well,
way.
maybe they'll cancel it now, or it's in production because it's based off this Sonic.
Oh my
And now they're going
gosh.
to redesign Sonic, and like we can't release a toy with human teeth when he's not going to have human teeth. I don't know.
Oh my god,
But-
it's so much in the air. Like the one thing is, like first off, I won't be surprised that this will be delayed. There'll be and if
They
if
said
it
there's no
needs to be,
delay.
it needs to be.
They said as of right now there's no delay unless they can change it, but
We'll see.
That
And then-
sounds.
yeah.
Yeah.
They want it for the holidays, man. After they delay it, I can't see it being more than like early December.
Well, secondly, they they will need to be transparent on their process of like what they're going to do on that change, because like if they'll be like, oh, we just added a scarf so he looks more like the character from Sonic Boom, then they'll be like, oh, okay, it's like you did
He looks
nothing.
like Nate Drake now, okay? He looks like
Yeah,
Nate Drake.
it's like
if he was
whatever.
furry and blue.
So ridiculous. Yeah, so they need to be transparent on like if they do a change on it, like an extreme change for them, and
I don't know. They will.
Yeah, and B,
Because
like it's going to be
other
short.
people will complain about it, and then they'll be like, okay, let's do it again. They're not going to do that shit. They'll probably just wait till it's close to release and be like, okay, there you go.
I think the opinions on the internet for that I think is a little different, because I think everyone was on board saying no, this does not look right. It's
Yeah.
like I don't think.
I mean,
there's gonna be some.
change his face and like the thickness of like his arms and legs. That's all they really need to be done. Honestly,
Nah,
they've done mock-ups. Like people have done mock-ups and they look fantastic.
they need smaller. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
But he looks like
I've seen 'em. Well, I mean, the other curious thing to me too, though, is, and maybe this is storyline, but I love Jim Carrey, but him as Robotnik, like, he doesn't like have the and maybe it's him when
He
he's
goes by-
younger. But
That's it.
I wanted a
This
little
is the
more,
prequel
like,
story. This
He
is
goes
the
by
prequel story.
Eggman.
This is the
Story.
trailer.
Okay.
They show
Yeah.
Robotnik with the crazy mustache, and they show mushrooms in the background. My guess is that something's gonna happen where they either get teleported to another dimension, or the world goes into like a sort of like a Adventure Time type style, where like it's like a post-apocalyptic world where like there's hedgehogs and foxes and whatever shit, and Robotnik becomes Eggman or whatever. But something weird can happen. But it's the precursor. It's the beginning story of Robotnik.
Yeah.
More
Okay,
so
I'm
than
okay
Sonic.
with that then. That's what I was hoping for. I was
what
like,
it looks like.
Yeah. I was like, there's nothing else that would explain it. But that also says then that they plan on doing more than one film.
Oh, the 100%. If they make money off this, they're gonna make another film. There's no reason not to.
Yeah,
Right.
they still need to introduce Tails, Knuckles, Amy.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, very ending, after credits scene is gonna be Tails falling down Sonic, and it's like it's gonna be something like that.
They already got it set up, dude.
Yeah, it's 100%. Or it's gonna have you're gonna see the floor shake, and you're gonna see like Knuckles pop his head off the ground or something, sticking out.
I am
something
really
stupid.
excited though, because this is like classic Jim Carrey in a Jim
Exactly
Carrey
what I said,
role.
it's 90s
Like, I'm
Jim
really
Carrey.
excited about that. Yeah,
Like
dude.
the whole line, I'm like, yes, he's acting like Ace Mask, but is there something wrong with that? Like,
Well, we'll see.
even if it's not a good Sonic movie, it could be a good Jim Carrey movie.
I think that what's it called?
I agree.
Like
The sequel's
like
going to be,
Mario movie. Did you guys like the Mario movie?
No.
Okay,
The old school one?
Smitty? Yeah.
Old school one was terrible, but
So okay, it is a terrible, terrible Mario movie, but it's a really good like cyberpunk weird ass 90s ass movie. It's a
I
good
would
movie.
totally
it's very
disagree.
entertaining.
I will disagree with
I
that.
love that movie.
100%. I don't know what you're
It's
what you're literally smoking to just say yes to that, but no, I will have to shut you off.
7-Eleven immediately afterwards. Got me my Yoshi cup and all those cups from 7-Eleven back in the day. It was a good time, man.
So terrible, and you should feel terrible for liking it. I'm just.
I have the DVD and I have a poster.
Oh, it's so funny. But what's it called? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna give it. I mean, everyone I think at this point is all the same on like saying they're not having high expectations for Sonic, and as well as you shouldn't be to go into this movie. But if it's good, it's good. If it's not, we'll still give it a chance, So
Can it be worse than the games, though?
yeah.
I mean, Mania is fantastic. That's a different thing. But all of the other games can be worse than the
well, I'm not gonna say anything because the games are pretty bad too. So like
They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad.
now
I mean, other than
nowadays
Mania, the last game I think I enjoyed was
Adventure.
I guess I liked Adventure 2. It was okay, but I guess Adventure, man. I liked Heroes for a little bit, but it dragged on.
What's it called? I think the
worst portable games. The portable games were great. The Sonic Advance and like Sonic Rush, those were really good. But those are.
What's up with you in portable today? No, I'm good.
Like the old Sonic, they were 2D. They made them 2D, and they didn't try to do this 3D bullshit that Sonic Team can't do. Anyway.
No. We'll see. We'll go with it. But no, yeah. So I guess it is my turn, and this is going to be mine from like the last time we did this was I think my last one was about the Riot employees that were suing the company, but then the company was kind of railroading them by doing arbitration, forcing them to do arbitration rather than doing going to court. So then at first, and it's just kind of funny, it was a weird week when that happened because I'm kind of backtrack of what happened. So I said it, I said about my topic about this, and then literally the next day, Kotaku kind of redacted what their statement was because they said that it wasn't true, that they weren't being forced to go into arbitration, but rather that they were suggesting it to go to arbitration rather than doing it. So I was like, oh man, I was like, oh, I was wrong. So they were actually going on the side of doing that way, and just to let you know what arbitration is, it's basically instead of going into a court going to a court and going through the whole process, it's a person like a judge or a retired judge that goes into that you go in front of, then he has the final say if it has merit or if it doesn't have merit. If
like a small claims.
Yeah, it's like a small claims kind of court, just not officially a court. So so that's what Riot was trying to go with. But then at the end of that week, they were saying that like they were talking about Riot was going to set up a walkout because of the of how their policies were not changed, was forcing people to go that route rather than suing them. So then, so I was like thinking, okay, so I guess I was technically right, but but okay, whatever. So then it was kind of quiet, but then now they come back and Riot employees actually did do that walkout, and I was thinking like, oh, okay, it couldn't be that bad, but nope, they said it was more than 150 workers took a stand and just walked out because of the forced arbitration that they had to sign to be a Riot employee. So Riot Games, first off, if you don't know this, which is they are known to make League of Legends, and they've been like the leader of MOBAs for years, still is technically. So now. So I'm just glad basically about this walkout because we were talking quite extensively of like what is it that devs have to do to become better for the environment to be better, and then when you see 150 employees of a big studio, like a big important studio like this, to do that kind of shows that that's the way that it needs to be. Like people just need to come together because it's not gonna get better unless some people make a stand. And I personally think that this was awesome because I was like that's kind of like because like devs have always been bullied, have always been bullied or haven't had the big end of the stick on like of especially the ridiculous hours that they work with and stuff like that. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, cool, because the reason why they were getting sued in the first place was because that they were being sued for gender discrimination, sexual harassment, and like I mean basically to make a safe working environment. And
wasn't there? I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, these are just some of the stuff that we're going with it. And then 5 people were strong enough to come out and say, "Hey, we're getting this is BS. We're suing because this is a toxic environment." But like, to kind of bring those people down, they were in their rights to say, "No, you can't sue us. You have to go this route." So now, luckily, because of this, Riot has changed their policy from now on that they can't put that inside their that they're not putting it inside their contracts for employees anymore. So they're not being forcing them to do arbitration. If something bad like this happens, they can get sued for it. The bad news is the people that are in the process right now for suing them for these issues are grandfathered in, so they can't they still have to go through that path. So so I was just thinking like man, I'm kind of like, I'm glad that there's changes going, but I still kind of feel it's a little bit of BS at the same time. I just want to get y'all's thoughts on it.
Well, do you remember the whole, like, they've had a lot of issues for a while. Like, do you remember that what was his name? There was a manager there that would fart in people's faces.
Jesus.
What? Yeah, you remember this?
No.
It was late last year. Let me see if I can find his name. Okay, Scott Gelb will face after multiple employees alleged that as a comedic bit, he would repeatedly touch subordinates' balls or butts or fart in their faces as jokes. And he was just suspended. This guy wasn't even fired. Yeah. He was just suspended temporarily. What? And I'm not sure if he's back yet or not. This is from like late last year. And they allowed this guy just to like seriously, if you fart in someone's face, that's termination. Like if I just went up to someone and say, "Hey, smell this," and then just fart in their face, no, you don't get written up. That's totally not cool.
Unless you're like,
guy would also like balls and grope people and all this other shit.
The whole problem. Well, I mean, just see that alone just proves without saying. But you know what's funny though? I remember last time when we were talking about this, Smitty, because there was someone did post that someone's like, "Oh, this is just only 5 people that were just signed on this." I was thinking to myself, it's like, it's not 5 people. It's like the only reason why there's 5 people is because those are the 5 people that were strong enough that wanted to stand up to do a change like that. I mean, if it's showing you 5, there's a massive amount of people out there in that culture that has issues, but they haven't said it. Yeah. And you know what? They shouldn't feel like they couldn't do it. But like, hey.
They don't, like, some people don't want to lose their jobs. I mean, like, they don't want to, like, they're like, oh, I hate that shit, but it's money. I need to make a living. I have life. The
irony of it is those people that were suing are still working for them. So like, so I'm just like, so I was just like, oh man, this is a horrible situation to be in. I mean, I don't even know like how like I should like how you would react if I was in that same situation. But like, this is incredible, especially like the thing that you just told me, Franky, had no idea. But it goes along the lines of what's been going on at this that's been going on over here. So I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Smitty?
Clearly there's again, you start groups of people that feel disenfranchised and you know what I mean, like this whole thing is crazy. I mean, this is coming from, people are saying that there's sexual harassment going on there. They are having issues there, and now they're having to, it's gone this far instead of taking a step back, looking, all right, let's investigate. Were there investigations into the sexual harassments and
that's why it was suspended. Well, it's confirmed. It's like he did it.
Okay, but here's not that only, but
that one. Sorry.
But just in general, but even just in that situation, you said that he was only suspended and he came back. I mean, dude, he freaking crop dusted in your face. I mean, that's terrible.
You're gonna talking about. Wait, who are you talking? Who you guys talking?
It's all part of the same thing. Like, I mean, those people complain about this guy. Yeah, this is all riot.
What?
Yeah, that was all riot.
It's from December. It was in December.
I thought we were talking about a different example. I did not realize.
No, that was
it's all riot.
That was all riot. And but even our regular examples of these people that are like that sign on to this. Like to get to, like, first off, to get to a point where they say that they're wanting to sue you because it's just a really bad, like, I'm getting gender discrimination and harassment from this. It's like, how long, right? Like, how long would that have to take for a person to be like, okay, that's it? Like, what kind of, like, and at that point in time that they have examples. There's no way that they're going to come empty-handed with that kind of nonsense. So I'm just saying that, like, it is crazy that that it took them this long to get to this point, and then what's worse is that the company tried to sweep it under the rug like this. And it's freaking awesome that the other employees, the 150 employees, I'm gonna give you like a kudos on that that you decided that they decided to also make that stand to change the culture. They need to recheck all, like they need to either see what they need to do with human resources and just clean sweep like their whole procedures and talks and stuff, because this was this is not something that we should stand. This is 2019. There's no reason why you should feel that you get into this kind of toxic environment and especially in the gaming community, because the gaming community, like I said, devs, programmers and stuff, when it comes to crunch time, they are like literally doing like 15 to 16 hour days. They're doing a lot of stuff just to get these deadlines to go through, and the last thing that they're wanting to do is trying to worry about like, oh, am I going to get fired at the end of the end of this workout because they're going to downsize their numbers, or will I have enough medical or all the stuff that I needed to do so I don't have anything to worry about when I'm not working on that project. I mean, so much other crap that they have to deal with, and then living in California on top of that is just it's insane. Yeah, so I'm sorry. It's just like, it's kind of like, this really kind of sets a tone to me, because I know a lot of friends inside that industry, and I'm just like, yeah, this kind of irritates me when I read that. So.
Right. I mean, again, it's that corporation mentality and stuff like that, and trying to look out. They're not looking out for everybody. They're looking out for particular people, and they're choosing the wrong side when it comes to this stuff. Because I mean, having a good work environment is everything. But you're having these companies and these corporations coming in, buying these companies, and they get swept into this corporate, the corporate mill and the corporate, whatever the jazz is that they're doing. And I feel like that's where things get lost. That's where we no longer become humans, or, hey, I'm a guy working on a video game, or this and that. Your dollars and cents, and if you don't fit, then whatever. So Joe Smo manager sitting there crop dusting people like an asshole. People are calling it out, and they're like, oh, you're gonna get here's a smack on the wrist. Like, no, dude, like, you got to do, like, that's not right. That's not right. Nobody should be able to get away with that, and you certainly should not be able to keep your job if you're doing silly shit like that. That's just me.
It's funny. Like, it was like, well, I was thinking about that when you said someone crop dusting in your face. I have a friend. It's like a nice segue, right?
You go from crop dusting days to I have a friend. Go on.
I have a friend,
I'm
right?
Sorry, I don't know. Yeah.
This was in high school, but this is like, so my friend and I, we used to work at EB Games at the time when I was in high school. And there was this dude that, like, he was at work. He worked at EB Games a couple of months before I did. But they had a manager there that the manager did not like him, like, absolutely detested him, and he didn't know why. So, like, he kind of gave him a hard ass time most for anything that he does. So, like, there was one time, so, like, my friend had a leather jacket, right, when he went to work. He goes into work, and he puts it in the closet. The closet's inside the bathroom area, right? Inside it's a small room. There's a drawer and everything where you put your closet and your jackets and stuff. So he goes, and he's about to clock out for work. He gets his jacket on, and his jacket is wet. like I was like, oh my God, don't tell me what I think he did, right? And then so apparently he did. He pissed in his jacket for some odd reason, and I was like, are you joking? Like, do you have any proof on that? The manager did. So I was like, I was mad for him, because he was going to pass the buck. I told him, like, dude, first off, at the time, I was like, you need to tell the assistant manager. Secondly, you need to get your parents involved on that nonsense, because we didn't know any better on that stuff.
What year was this?
This was in 1999, dude. Man,
what's location?
This is in Texas.
Okay. I thought it was here. Okay.
Oh, no. So I was like, throughout that whole time, we were so mad trying to set that all up, and they finally got him fired for it. And I was like, it took him 7 months for him to do it, and I was just like, man, just so you didn't have any of that proof, it took you that long to kind of show the proof of this person being really indecent to one of your workers. This is retail. I mean, this is nothing compared to to all this other stuff. It's like, I'm just like, man, just people are dicks, and you don't even know, and there's nothing that you can do about it. It's like it's just so weird. It's weird that people just can't get along, or just take the responsibility to treat them with some sort of level of respect. I don't know. All right. Yeah, it's freaking crazy. Sorry. I am a little bit. I get. I would
have went crazy, man. I would have went mad. If someone pissed all over my. I don't even know what I would have done. Then I would have went to found that guy's house and did something horrible. I don't know. Oh
yeah. See.
I probably wouldn't. I don't know.
I mean, who knows, man? I don't know. It's
straight up though. I mean, yeah, because that's just crazy, dude. It's like you don't get at least. You do some shit like that, dude. I'm gonna, you can't just let stuff like that go.
Yeah, you can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I'm just glad. Well,
you want to be, trying to be professional, but that's clearly not professional. If and I've said something to you guys and about it, then you're forcing me to have to do something about it because I'm not gonna let somebody sit around and do some silly stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no kidding. Well, like I said, kudos to Riot Game employees. I'm glad they made a change, because what y'all did is made it a one step closer to a better environment, and I really hope that this gets straightened out. Definitely, and I myself am rooting for y'all. So that's awesome. Okay, so we are at the end of the show. Was there anything inside the channel that you see if anyone wanted to discuss anything or had a topic they wanted us to discuss, Smitty?
Nope. Nothing in there. I don't know if there's something you guys wanted us to discuss. Let me know. Holla at me.
Alrighty. Well, that's cool. If not, let me check one more thing. And we can definitely maybe just call it close. Alright, cool. Alright, well, we're good. Well, alright, so no one wants anything, we'll shut it down. We'll shut it down earlier tonight.
Any new game news?
I guess easy day.
Any new game news?
Anything pop up in the past 24 hours?
Well, the problem is that we're at the husk of the beginning of the dead period until
it's a dry spell until E3, pretty much.
Well, then even until E3, I mean, this is like the summer, man. I mean, the summer is usually the slowest.
Coming out, yeah, you're right. We're totally done into late September.
Yeah, probably. We got no. Super Mario Brothers, the Mario Brothers.
Yeah, there's Mario Maker. Mario Maker 2.
Yeah, but that's
I mean, as a whole, the industry as a whole, there's not a lot coming out right now.
Which
I'm fine with, because I'm broke, so I totally don't want to buy more shit right now. So I'm totally cool with this right now.
We like to review games.
Isn't Rage 2 coming out?
That's coming out. It's Rage 2
next week,
Rage
right?
2's in a week or so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I know a lot of people have been. Oh, you know what I was playing, and I learned. Donk and Critically Awkward this game called Satisfactory. It's on the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, remember that's what Sesh was talking about the very first time.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the game, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I totally got it. I've been playing it, and it is pretty addicting, man. It is pretty addicting.
Really,
gorgeous graphics. I'm still kind of in the earlier stages. It's kind of almost like you're building a first person, building this factory or these factories and stuff like that on this different, this other planet. Mm. And I'm still kind of not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Is there a real, a goal I can do? I'm just kind of easing my way through it, solo right now. So I can figure out exactly what it is I need to do. See some of the mechanics of the stuff and whatnot. But I mean, it looks gorgeous. You can also play with friends. You can hook up in a lobby of 4 people and play it together and build things out, and you can hurt each other and that stuff looks kind of fun. But yeah, dude, I'm totally digging that game. There's that, and then I had won the game Pandemic Express.
Yeah, I didn't play that
from the community. Yeah, dude. And that was interesting. You're these humans, and there's one infected person, and there's 30 normal people, and they as people get killed, You're trying to get to this train to leave. If you get killed, you get turned into a zombie, and then all the zombies are trying to kill the humans. You gotta get on this train and like basically like get the train out to the station or something like that, and then that's how you win. It's interesting. I got a game in before this, and it was pretty cool, dude. I was like, all right, man, I can. They're both, I think, it's still in early access states.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure there's gonna be changing of them and stuff like that. But for what they are right now, man, they're providing some pretty good entertainment.
I did check out Satisfactory because that's the one that I said I was going to check out, but I haven't had a chance to. So yeah, that's going to be the next one. I'm probably gonna pick that up after this. Just check it out.
Yeah, dude,
that's awesome. Yeah. Are you playing anything too, Frankie? Or you're playing
Sekiro.
Sekiro.
I mean, I do Sekiro, Overwatch, but I haven't really played anything else new.
Ooh, you play Overwatch?
Oh yeah, I'm on PS4. I play Overwatch.
Oh snap, dude! We got jibber jab. I'm on PS4 and PC.
Usually,
I have it on PC, but I don't really touch it.
You usually play on console, don't you, Smitty?
No, I've been playing more on PC lately.
Oh, you've been playing it right. Okay, cool.
Hey, either on PC. Hey, I can play either one. But when I play on PC, I use a controller.
Oh, okay.
Do you? So I mean,
I do way better, man. I still get like 4 golds, all golds, and occasional silvers. It's Moira's my bae. I'm all about Moira. She's my favorite. If I had to choose one,
I've been getting like.
I play Overwatch a lot.
Yeah.
I just got an Overwatch cookie jar actually.
Oh, you do?
It's a loot box. It's like the loot box from Overwatch, but it's a glass cookie jar. It's awesome.
That's awesome. I've been playing Mortal Kombat 11 a little bit. I've been playing the Crypt, and oh my gosh, dude!
I have it right here.
Yeah.
You can see my Mortal Kombat 11's right there. I still haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, the game is fun. I will say that, but like, man, that Crypt is just there's so much cheat. Like I could like not thank goodness for bugs and stuff.
Isn't it like playing with an NPC, like a computer versus computer, and let it run?
Well, there's
stuff like that.
There's ones where you can actually just restart the crypt, and then they'll allow you to. It completes it. It allows you to complete. Like there was a part, I think it was for the heads. You had to collect the heads of the people, and you had to. So if you go to each stone for each character, and you reset it, while holding a button down, and then come back in, they give you credit for it. So like there's like bugs and stuff like that, like all over the place like that. But it's fun.
I want to open it so bad and play the story, but I've been neglecting opening it because do you remember seeing that $300 collector's edition they released?
That's $300. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that.
Yes, they released the Scorpion Mask edition for $300, which I want, but I can't justify that price. They have it in stock still at GameStop, and I'm just hoping that
just wait for it to go down in price. It's going to go down in price.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I have not opened this up yet. I'm hoping the next couple weeks maybe it'll drop it to like $200.
I don't think it's going to be a couple of weeks. It's going to be a couple of months.
Well, I mean, if it's a collector edition that's sitting there, they're huge. It's like a huge box. I mean, I can only hope. I can hope.
Pray, and go for it next time.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stop it from here. But everyone, thank you for stopping by, checking out CFG Gamecast episode number 7. You can check out all of our Twitches. I'm with CFG Games. Smitty is, as you know, Smitty2447. Plays a lot of different variety games. Drinks a lot of crap load of beer, and then he just goes and then tries to wake up early in the morning just to drink some more. So we'll go with that. And then
fair enough.
Yes, and Franky, Super Franky, where he does unboxings and doing this new segment we're doing called Franky Freaky Foods that we should check out on on our website confreaksandgeeks.com or our Facebook The Comic Freak. So everyone, thank you for stopping by. We will see you next week with a brand new episode. So you take it easy.
Ciao.
Bye.
Okay, bye.